Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sandeep Gaute. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel English Guru for All. Dear students, in today's video session, I am going to explain the most important topic, and the title of the topic is Minutes of Meeting. This may be very new topic for you all because this word is a little bit different for you, minutes of meeting. So what does it mean? In this video, I am going to explain all the aspects related to minutes of meeting. Let us start with the topic. Dear students, before starting with this session, you need to understand what are the different objectives of this particular video lesson. After completion of this particular lesson, or after studying this particular topic, session, you will be able to know certain things. So what are the objectives? What is the first objectives? To know the meaning of minutes of meeting. What is the meaning of minutes of meeting? So at the end you will be able to know the meaning of minutes of meeting. Second objective is what? To study the format of submeeting. What are the different aspects associated or related to minutes of meeting? And number 4 is to study various examples of minutes of meeting. Dear students, at the end you will be able to understand all these things. You will be able to know all these things. Means what? Meaning of minutes of meeting, format of minutes of meeting, different aspects minutes of meeting, and various examples of minutes of meeting. So let us start with the actual topic. Now, first of all, introduction is given there. I told you what is the title of the topic, that is minutes of meeting. First of all, you need to understand what does it mean. Some introduction is given here. What is the meaning there? Please listen to me carefully or simultaneously read what is given on the slide. Minutes are an official recording of the proceedings of a board meeting or annual general meeting or any other meeting and the business transacted at the meeting. Dear students, you can understand meetings are conducted, but after the end of meeting, what is important? You have to maintain, or that particular chairperson has to maintain what? Official recording of the meeting, and such kind of recording is nothing but minutes of meeting. This is official recording. It means what? This is official, this is legal, this is legal kind of communication. And what is official recording of what? Proceedings, what happened, or what is discussed in the board meeting. It can be a board meeting, it can be annual general meeting, this is called AGM, or any other meeting. It can be any kind of regular meeting, and business transacted at the meeting. So here you can understand this is the part of business communication, and this is formal kind of communication. So legally you are going to maintain the record of your meeting, what happened in the meeting, what discussed in the meeting. So that is why this is official recording, and it can be used in the future for reference purpose. Now what is the second point here? What is given? All companies, organizations registered in India are required to maintain minutes of all board committee meetings in a minutes book. Now what is clear over here? That what is minutes? Minutes means what? Official recording of the proceedings of a board meeting or annual general meeting or any other meeting, and the business transacted at the meeting. So keep in mind, after meeting you have to maintain what? You have to prepare minutes of meeting, and they must be maintained only in the minutes book, not in other form. And there is a law related to this one, and that is why it is compulsory, it is constitutional for all the companies, organization to maintain minutes of meeting in a minutes book. Hope it is clear for you. Now I am going to tell you what is the meaning of minutes of meeting. Already you understood in introduction what is the meaning of minutes. Now meaning of minutes of meeting. Some points are given. Let me read one by one, and please try to understand each and every point. Minutes of meeting is an official record of the proceedings of a meeting. What is given? It is an official record of the proceedings of a meeting. So this is official, this is legal. So it can be used as a reference. It can be used even in the future. If what happened in the last year meeting, what decisions we took, at that time you can use this book as a reference, minutes book. And these minutes of meeting are very much important. Now second, minutes help in understanding the deliberations and decisions taken at the meeting. So here you can understand decisions and deliberation what we discussed in the meeting. It can be understood with the help of minutes of meeting. What is the third one? There is no restriction format or language for recording minutes of meeting. So it can be their formats can be different. So formats can vary, but some important points must be included in the format. We are going to discuss that one ahead. What is the next one? Minutes kept in accordance with the provisions of the Companies Act can serve as evidence in court of law. Dear students, you need to understand this one. Already I told you that this is the legal document and it can be taken as a proof. So whenever you need to prove something, whenever certain issues may be there, certain you have to do some kind of audit, at that time you need to show minutes of meeting, this particular record, and for that purpose you need to maintain minutes of meeting. What is example is given here. The only way to prove that a board resolution was passed at the board meeting of the company is producing the minutes book. If you are going to say something orally, no one is going to trust you. And if you are going to show this is the book, minutes of book, and this is the meeting we conducted, we discussed this one, and the signature of all the attendees are there. So this is very much important. Hope you understood the importance of minutes of meeting. At the same time, meaning of minutes of meeting, this is nothing but simply you need to keep in mind an official record of the proceedings of a meeting, that's it. And it can be used as a legal document, and it can be used as a proof, or it can be used as a reference for in the future. Hope you understood meaning of minutes of meeting. Now the most important about minutes of meeting, here I am going to tell you certain important aspects related to minutes of meeting. Now what is the first one? Minutes is also known as minutes of meeting. So this is the short form, you can say minutes, or is also known as minutes of meeting. Abbreviation is what? Abbreviation of minutes of meeting is MOM. Both M should be capital, M should be capital, and O should be what? Small. Even it is called as protocols, or informally notes, are the instant written record of a meeting or hearing. Instant record, written record, it is in the form of writing written form, written kind of communication. Now what is the next point? They typically describe the events of the meeting and may include a list of attendees, a statement of the issues considered by the participants, and related responses or decisions for the issues. These 3 points are very important. I am going to highlight these points. Let me take the highlighter, and okay, this one, fine. These things are very important, and in minutes of meeting all these things must include. What is that? All these things must be included. What is the first one? A list of attendees, this one, a list of attendees. Second, a statement of the issues, what is discussed in the, what is the issues considered by the participant discussed in the meeting, and what is related responses or decision for the issues. These 3 things are very much important. So students, on this slide what is given? Minutes is also known as minutes of meeting. What is the short form? MOM. What are the other terms? Protocols or notes. And this is the written record of all the things, all the proceedings discussed in the meeting. And typically minutes of book, it includes what? A list of attendees, a statement of the issues considered by the participants, what is discussed by the chairperson, and related responses or decisions for the issues. Hope you understood this one. Now minutes book, what does it mean? And question mark is given there. What does it mean? It means what? You cannot just type and keep it in the soft copy or in hard copy. It should not be printed at all. It must be maintained in the minutes book only. And what is that? Minutes of meeting should be kept in a minutes book maintained for that purpose at the registered office of the company or at a place approved by the board of directors. Where should it be kept? It is for the sake of what? For maintaining the minutes of meeting. Minutes book is that is only the purpose of minutes book, and it should be in the registered office of the company or at a place approved by the board of directors. So it must be there only. What is the second point? The law prohibits pasting of minutes in the minutes book, and hence minutes cannot be typewritten and then pasted in bound minutes book or in loose leaves. This is important. The law prohibits, does not allow pasting of minutes in the minutes of meeting. Suppose a particular person is going to write the minutes of meeting, and at that time that person thinks that better to take the printout and paste that one in the minutes book. It is not allowed by the law. Keep in mind, that is why second point is very important. The law prohibits pasting of minutes in the minutes book. So it must be in the written form, handwritten. Minutes. Now what is the next point? Minutes should also not be printed on a piece of paper, whether on letterhead or any other paper, and pasted in the minutes book. It is not allowed also. So what is important? You need to maintain the minutes book. You have to write all the proceedings, what happened in that particular format. Now, steps in maintaining minutes of meeting. What are the different steps that must be maintained? That must be steps in maintaining minutes of meeting. While maintaining minutes of meeting, you need to follow certain steps. Which are these steps? There are 5 main steps involved in recording the minutes of meeting. They are as under. What is the first one? Pre-planning is very important. Pre-planning. What is to be written, what is to be maintained in the minutes of meeting. Second, record taking. You have to take the record. This is record taking, kind of record taking. You have to take what is being discussed, what happened. No need to write the opinions. You need to write what? This is the issue and this is the decision. Subjectivity should not be there. What is the third one? Writing or transcribing the minutes. Writing the minutes, actual minutes. And number 4, sharing meeting minutes. And number 5, filling or storage of minutes for referencing in the future. So sharing, you have to share. Suppose there is a meeting related to particular topic, and a particular, suppose a sports day, conduction of sports day in college, for example. And after that one, after writing minutes of meeting, what is discussed in the meeting, what decisions are taken, and you have to maintain all these things, and you have to take the signatures of all the attendees. So you have to share the minutes of meeting. So it must be known to everyone. And next one is what to include in meeting minutes. So what to include, what you need to include. So in detail it is given here. A group may be using a specific format to record notes, but overall the minutes of meeting typically include the following details. What is expected? What must be there in the minutes of meeting? What is the first one? Date and time the meeting happened. You need to maintain, you have to write what? Date and time. On which date, at what time. Even place is important. You need to write there. Name of attendees as well as absent participants. You need to write who were present for, or who were present for the meeting, and who were absent or who are absent for the meeting. Absenteeism must be there of the participants also. Acceptance of or amendments made to the previous meeting's minutes. You need to write even acceptance of the previous meeting's minutes. In short, you have to write that one also. Then what is there? Decisions made regarding each item on the agenda, such as agenda of the meeting. I'm going to make one video on that one, agenda of the meeting. Please watch that video also. That is very important. Now what is that? Activities undertaken or agreed upon. What activities? Different activities you have to mention there. Next steps, what decisions are taken. Outcomes of the meeting, decisions accepted or rejected, new business policies, activities, and date and time of the next meeting. You have to mention all these things in the minutes of meeting. Hope all these points will be helpful for you, and I'm sure that I'm trying to make it simple and trying to make it understandable to all the students or to all those who are watching this video. Now, format of minutes of meeting. Now, what is given here? The format of the minutes can vary depending on the standards established by an organization, although there are general guidelines. Actually, there is no standard format, but it depends upon the organization in what manner they are going to maintain minutes of meeting. But keep in mind, on previous slide, I gave certain points what is to be maintained, what are the important points they have to be in the minutes of meeting, I told you. So there is no format, particular format, but what to be included, what is to be included, that I discussed. Now the process of writing meeting minutes. What is the process? In what manner? When the meeting ends, the individual tasked with writing minutes should get all the resources he needs to write up the minutes in a clear, presentable way. There should not be obscurity. Certain tips are given. Once the meeting ends, don't take too long to write the minutes of meeting. Immediately you have to write it. This way everything that took place in the meeting is still fresh in your mind. So immediately you have to write the minutes of meeting. Second, review the outline that had been created earlier and make adjustments where necessary. This might include adding extra information or clarifying some of the issues raised. Also check to see all verdicts, activities and motions were clearly recorded. So you have to, in simple way, you have to write each and everything whatever is discussed in the meeting, and that it should not be repeated. It should not be repeated. Once you wrote a particular minutes of meeting, then do not repeat it again. Do not repeat it. So again and again, no need to maintain it. What is the next one? What is the third one? Revise the minutes and ensure they are brief but clear. Yes, they must be brief, in short and clear. Hope you understood this one. I request all the students to find out important points in the process of writing meeting of minutes. And this is the particular website that is given here, or it is let me click on this one so you can understand. Some extra information is given there. So you can get extra information on this particular website. I'm sure that it will be useful for you all. It is moving. Okay, this is the website. I request everyone, please copy and paste this one. You can do. Okay, it is going now. Yes. Now what is given there? How to write meeting minutes. 5 pre-templates. Some templates are given, we don't need that one. So the most important, what is covered, contents, examples, tips, templates, FAQs, means frequently asked questions. Now what is given there? What should be included in meeting minutes? So extra information is given here. Examples of meeting taken at a minute, at a meeting. This is an example. Formal meeting minutes template. This is what given here. Attendance, approval of minutes, call the order, CEO report, sales and business development update report, financial review report, motion 1, approval of option, grants, announcements, adjournment, means what? End of the meeting or end of the minutes of meeting. In that way you can write. Please go through this one, this particular website. I'm sure that it will be useful for you. And some do's and don'ts are given there also. What to don'ts are, what not to include. Don't try to record everything what is given verbatim. So minutes are not a transcription, they are a summary. So do not add each and everything there. Don't include personal thoughts or observation. Don't repeat information that is already there. Don't handwrite your notes. So you should not maintain your own notes because you are going to sign in that minutes of meeting. Some advanced tips are given there also. Use initial instead of people's full name. Better to use acronyms where you can without sacrificing clarity. So acronyms can be used. Use sentence fragments as long as it still makes sense. So dear students, this will be useful for you. There are more websites, you can go through that one and you can gather more information related to minutes of meeting. Hope you understood this one. I am sure that this all will be useful for all the students. So in this way I explained all the important points related to minutes of meeting. Dear students, hope you liked this video. I request everyone to like, share and subscribe the channel. If you want to stay tuned with me, I request everyone to press the bell button. And if you have any queries, any doubts, you can put your queries, you can put your problems in the comment box. Thank you so much.